Welcome back to Loving Living Local. Colorado Springs is growing, making it the obvious destination for new people and franchises to call home. One franchise looking to expand into the Pikes Peak region is Tex-Mex inspired Taco Cabana. John is the company's director of franchise sales and development. He now joins us via Zoom to share more. In case so you didn't know, here to talk about it, it's John. Good morning. We love puns here on Loving Living Local, and we love Mexican food. Good morning.
Good morning, Justin. Nice to talk to you.
We are so excited. I'm new to the Springs. Taco Cabana will be new to the Springs. You guys have been around in Texas and the Lone Star State since 1978. Why now to expand?
So we started a franchise program last year. And so part of that process is to look at markets where it makes sense for us to expand. Colorado Springs was a natural for us. We have restaurants in El Paso. We have restaurants north in Albuquerque. So just the next jump up the I-25, we get into Colorado Springs. That proximity gives you a couple of things. Number one, it gives you brand awareness. So as you can imagine, there's quite a bit of movement between people between those markets. It's easy to get food distribution. And third, it's easy for us to support the restaurants from our base in Texas.
When can fans expect Taco Cabana to arrive in the Pikes Peak region in Colorado Springs? We're foaming at the mouth here, John. We're waiting.
We're ready, but we're taking it slow and smart. So we're talking to potential franchisees right now. The goal is to get our first franchisee signed up this year. And then it typically takes about 12 months from the time we sign to the time we get one open. Because again, we want to get the right location and expand at the right pace.
Why would you encourage somebody to invest in a franchise? I feel like your customer service is elite and your hiring process is good. If somebody's going to invest in a franchise, they want to have a good staff. Like, what's your staffing process like for somebody who's on the fence right now that might want to buy a franchise?
Yeah, so you sort of alluded to it, right? It's all about the operating system. It's about the hiring practices. It's about training programs. It's about food menu development. So when you buy into a franchise, you're not having to create all those systems yourself. We're able to piggyback off of our 40 years of experience of operating restaurants. So we could very easily teach people how to run a Taco Cabana. The challenge is that you can't really teach somebody how to run a business. So it's important that we have our franchisees that have that business background and experience. Typically, these are folks who already own businesses within the local market. They have local market connections. They've already developed within the market. So it's a great growth vehicle for people who are already in the marketplace.
For us people in Colorado that have never been to Taco Cabana, because right now you're only in Texas, what's popular on the menu?
Well, it's a long list, but I ask that all the time, and when I go into the restaurants, I observe what people are doing. First of all, we have breakfast all day, so for a lot of people, that's all you have to say, and they're locked in. So we are a bit unique in that we have equal day parts, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So one is not any stronger than the other. And by the way, for breakfast, we sell a dozen breakfast taco box. So imagine how popular you'd be in the studio if you brought in a dozen tacos tomorrow morning. Definitely beats the donuts. And then at lunchtime, we have quite a few value-oriented meals. We have a full menu. So a lot of people know us for a full-service menu like you would find in a full-service Mexican restaurant, but available in a convenient format. So steak fajitas, chicken fajitas, and then as you can imagine, all the different variations of how you could get that served: tacos, burritos, enchiladas, bowls, salads, etc.
And I read you had margaritas to go. That sounds tantalizing here, John.
Yeah, I can't make a promise that the state of Colorado is going to go along with that. That's something the state of Texas allowed during COVID, and so fortunately they still continue that practice. So yes, I could tell you that happy hour at Taco Cabana in Texas is quite the happy time.
Well, look, we're really excited here in Colorado. Continued success. Look, we can't wait for 12 months from now. Hopefully, we'll be tasting your delicious food real soon. Thanks for your time, John.
Thank you, Justin.
The future of Taco Cabana in Colorado Springs looks very promising. If you'd like to learn more about the restaurant or franchise opportunities, visit tacocabana.com.